My name is Asante Amin, a musician, composer, multi-instrumentalist, educator from the musical mecca, the city of New Orleans. And what do? I storytell, I heal, I create, I innovate. I tell jokes, take it easy. I build things for the future. The nature is what got me. When I saw the fact that it's not a big city, it's not a whole bunch of concrete and buildings, I said, I have to go. I want to be there. And it resonated for me right now, particularly at this time in my life, because I'm at this state, I almost feel like a child again, the way I feel when I go into a forest or when I go out onto the land, because I'm seeing and hearing and feeling things that have been in my face my whole life, but I just didn't have the perceptual understanding to appreciate it. Probably not since I was a child, right? Because that's what the world does. The world puts all of these layers and coats and things on you, and you can't hear yourself, you can't hear your heart, you can't hear nature. So I was just in a space where I was like, I want to be in a place where nobody can find me, where maybe the phone reception is not that great. I want to be in a place where it's a lot of forest and I can just have time to think. And so I was all on board, and then I found out the mill has something called a pollinator project, which has to do with preserving land and educating about ecological sustainability. I was like, this is what I'm on right now. And that's something I think the world needs to be on, and I think black people need to be on. And I'm from New Orleans, and I'm like, I want people back home, especially young people, to start thinking about, green energy and sustainable energy, and how we can use our brilliance, our culture, all of our cultural gifts that other people have exploited, or sometimes we use and it's just like fun and games, or it's turn up or a celebration. I'm like, how can we continue to use these things scientifically? How can we use art to advocate, learn, and teach things that pertain to science and ecological sustainability? And this is just an idea. I didn't really have anything, but I was like, coming here can be time to think about that idea. And then, George Washington Carver, the late great scientist, they always just like, they try to play my man as just like peanut butter, but he did so much more than that. There's a book called The Secret Life of Plants, which is kind of like a guiding text for me, especially at this time in my life. But The Secret Life of Plants is all about the forest and plant life as a divine intelligence. The consciousness of the forest as a living organism. And George Washington Carver, there's a chapter in the book that talks about the fact that every morning, this stayed with me too, every morning he would go into the forest and he would just walk around and listen. And he said they would talk to him. The plant life, the tree life, they would tell him what to do once he got to the laboratory. And I always thought that was bugged out. I said, damn. When I first read it, I thought it was crazy. But then the more I learned, the more I matured, the more I studied indigenous society, Native Americans, African spirituality, I said, oh, he was in tune with the land, right? And so I was like, I don't know if they're gonna talk to me. I don't know if I'm gonna hear voices, but I wanna get attuned like that.